What's going on, everybody? I'm here. I'm your boy, Hey Mikey ATL, sitting right here with the cast of Breathe, all the way from Charlotte, y'all. They came to film on location in my city.
Hey,
I feel a little proud. What's going on, Freshie?
What's good?
How you doing, Trey?
Amazing.
What's good, Ken?
What's up?
And what's going on, Miss K?
Spectacular.
Yeah, this is my first time meeting these two right here. So, welcome to Atlanta. This is how we do it.
My first time.
First time here?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
The heat is a little crazy.
Yeah.
Cause I'm from up north, but it's I like people.
Winter decided to go ahead and finally go away, and spring was like, I just saw coming here with a vengeance, So that's how she doing this year. So I'm proud to see y'all doing a season 2. I really enjoyed season 1. So shout out to that. Like, y'all filmed it eloquently. The acting was superb. Again, the acting was superb. No shade, but that's very important. I really like the cast. And then I saw recently that you casted some new characters up there. And I was just looking like, oh, this is a really attractive cast. So I'm looking at y'all, very pretty, very nice to look at.
Thank you.
But I know you're not going by looks. You're going by look. Can you actually act? Because I know you about your business.
Yeah.
So what can we kind of expect a little bit from season 2? Because season 1, I'm not going to lie, I was pissed with you. Yes, you. Upset with you. So what's going on with season 2? What's gonna be the magic with season 2?
So just like I've been saying, putting out a lot, like instead of just focusing on just Trey's and like seeing the life from just Trey's eyes, like we're actually gonna dive into each individual person's life. So you're gonna see what's going on with Kay, you're gonna see what's going on with Ken, where Ken's at, what happened with the whole situation when he supposedly left and stuff like that without talking to Trey, and like some of the ex stuff. So Rob's actually, his ex that showed up in episode 8 is actually a main character in season 2.
Oh, so that's juicy.
So it's already juicy. So you're gonna learn a lot about what happened within their relationships. We're actually using flashbacks and stuff like that in season 2 to explain a lot of stuff. But that's it. I mean, it's just a lot of juice, man.
It's like
it's a lot of good stuff. And another thing, obviously, it originated as a LGBT series, but a gay male series.
Okay.
But there's a LG, like the L is part of it now. So lesbian content is also going to be in it as well.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Everybody like a little girl on girl action. Let me tell you otherwise.
So I think I'm more excited to branch out because already, I don't know if we had spoke about it in our first interview. I can't remember about how the analytics are that it was majority more men, but it's starting to become, instead of for the show being 95% men, 5% women, it's already been at 75-ish to 75 men, 25 women. And I think now with the LGBT, it's actually literally starting to go 60-40, and it may even go maybe 55-45. It's actually, I think, because like you said, everybody likes women too, and there's no reason to have an LGBT series but not the L, if you can throw it in there.
Well, we need to see more of the L. I'm definitely down for diversity. I'm definitely down for seeing, more mixed in. And I'm really looking forward to the storyline because, like I said, I got invested. So when he didn't hit you or contact you and just left, I took that personally. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
a lot of people did.
Did not. You know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of DMs about that.
Right.
A lot of mentions.
A lot of mentions like, ooh, shit. But I'm just saying, I definitely, that just goes to show how well the show was filmed, the acting that you really felt like you was a part of it. Mm-hmm. And I really I know you said you're probably not going to be doing this second season. I like how you incorporated music into it. It put a mood for me.
Yeah, it's just, originally I just wanted to play around with that. I never really seen it be done, tell a story through just music. And before I did that and said that's how I wanted to do season 1, I already knew season 2 I wasn't going to do that. Okay. So I'm still going to use music to tell a story, but I'm not going to have a full 2 to 3 minute scene with just music, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
It's a lot more dialogue, and like I was telling you, we had 20-minute episodes or whatever, but majority of that could have been just music or whatever. But all of that now is dialogue plus more. Right. So it's just so much content that I can't use as much music to tell the story because it's just so much shit.
And it's got to be because it's more people's perspective that's going to be in this time, not just his, which I think is dope. It's really layering the series. Yeah. I think me and you were having a conversation, and you said that, was it one of us upstairs in the hotel, we were talking about the second series, the first season was like breadcrumbs to the season right here. Yeah. This is like the loft. That was me and you that had the conversation. Yeah. So I want you to explain that a little bit to me, that analogy. Because he said the first season was like crumbs, the second season was like the loaf. What's going on with Trey Love?
So he got to explain because
he made that metaphor. So you explain it. No, go ahead. You can explain it.
Well, yeah, like I was saying, the first season was definitely the breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And it kind of gave you the intro to everything that's going to be happening and unfolding in season 2. You kind of just grazed the surface of season 1. So you're having these questions like, okay, so why did he do this? And everything was strategically done for a reason. So season 2, you're going to elaborate on everything. You're like, okay, that makes sense now. And that's why it starts to break off with
breadcrumbs and be like, oh.
And now we have this big
Yeah.
season where it's going to be several different storylines. We're going to make, a lot of sandwiches out of that loaf of bread now.
I of course, other people may or may not do it, but one thing that I do like about kind of how I take stuff is like when I write stuff and then we film it, I actually watch it, and then if I find questions myself, I want them to be answered.
That is smart.
That's why I don't start writing my season 2 until my next season until that one's done and it's filmed, and I watch the whole thing. Then I'll go through and start writing the script. But I outline stuff, but I'm like, there's some things like when y'all had an argument in the house and it was like, you lied about how you lost your job in the first fucking place. I'm like, shit, how did he lose his job? And I'm like, oh, this is juicy. Like, and I add stuff. So it's like, you actually gonna start getting to know so much stuff. And I said people hated the fact that Rob popped up in the picture, but I feel like you hated him in season 1, but you might actually like him in season 2. And then you hated the fact that Ken left, and then you're gonna start liking him again in season 2.
They call that the Melly Phenomenon, because like in Scandal, the first season of Scandal, you hated Melly Graham.
Right.
You completely hated her.
Exactly.
But after you saw that episode where she got assaulted by her ex-husband's father, you was like,
now
we get it.
Yeah.
We completely get it. So I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
So Trey, what are you looking most forward to in season 2?
How everything come together.
Everything come together.
I just want to say while we're doing this interview that he hasn't read the end of the script.
I'm not ready yet.
So
It's that
when
good
he
already.
read the end of the script, he texted me like, "Oh, girl, like you done, like
your head shaking.
Yeah, for me.
So you're gonna be
It's
surprised.
like-
I would love to see your face when you
and
finally
like
see it.
I like doing stuff because the way that I analyze stuff and I write stuff or whatever, and I try to think outside the box. Like I always want to surprise people, and then I feel like I don't know, like the ending of this is gonna just throw everything off, and he's not ready to see that yet.
I was
So
shook.
I finished first and I was like,
And see, the
hold
main
on. I had
thing
so many questions.
that I think was important for me to do is just read my part and not read everyone else's. Because I really
It's
want
hard
to
to
have
do
the
that.
same. It's so hard. It really is.
Because it's
It's
like
like
a
a book.
story.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
like
yes.
a book.
It's just like a. It's just
It's
like,
like a Bible.
Girl, you be doing your thing. I see you. I definitely see you. What is it like playing the bad guy? Well, you're not necessarily. The way it's skewed is like it's your fault.
now,
What
how
is
does
that
it
like?
feel now
Right.
to be seen as the bad guy?
Right.
I try my best not to take it personal.
Right.
But because they seen our friendship grow from me being like standoffish and not really trying to give them the time of day.
Right.
And then they see how our love just blossomed and we became like that male gay couple.
I
It
feel like I was
oh
telling.
my
I was
God.
rooting for you.
Yeah,
We were all rooting for you.
How dare you?
And
And I was like, oh, okay. Like literally,
I had to go
people
have a
were
drink. I
really
was like-
like sending me DMs like, how dare you do trade like that?
Don't go
We
back
were
to him.
Yeah, you know what I'm
His
saying?
ass
And now they're seeing like pictures with us. They're like, Trey, don't you do
Right.
that? Don't you go back
Like,
to
y'all
him?
sending the wrong message. I was like, look.
So, but yeah, the storyline between that is just phenomenal. Y'all just I'm trying my best not to give y'all any type of.
Right.
Please don't.
I mean, the only thing that we haven't,
recast.
the only thing that we haven't talked about is, and I'm okay with saying because we already put cast photos out, is that Trey has a new boo, like a boyfriend, going into season 2.
I saw that.
And so I don't know how people feel about that, but like my favorite picture that we take is with the 3 of them. When Trey's like getting held by one of them, but like holding the other one.
That was
like,
a lot when I saw that
That was
picture.
a whole
I
story.
say, I'm from Atlanta where that happens repeatedly, and I was like, oh, somebody finna get cut.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sad.
So
All I was thinking was
that
acrimony.
was, I think, if you want to know the atmosphere of this season, that's a great picture to look
That's
at. And
thick.
and
juicy.
And then all of the cast photos will tell you it has the vibe. Like it was perfect.
It's like a perfect storm if you think about it. Like
and
you just know
the group-
some explosion
Yeah,
is gonna
the
be
group
like.
of us is like the 8 or 9 of us is in the long one. Even that one shot tells the entire show.
Jesus. My heart is just like racing time. It's like,
It is strategic.
so, just talk to me about your character. What are you looking most forward to in season 2?
Well, I'm looking forward to actually showing who Teresa is because I feel like she's very much, for season 1 was just like his little sister. You saw a lot of the relationship. You'll see a lot more of how close Trey and Teresa are. You'll see a lot more of how Teresa is as a person, what she wants to do in her life, and it's gonna be more stuff with,
It's hard not to say, girl.
Yeah.
But
That's
okay,
a pretty
so
easy dynamic
one
between
thing
the
I
two of
can
y'all,
say,
though, 'cause y'all a family.
like a lot of, I have watched a lot of web series. I'm involved in a lot of web series. You know, we're in that type of life. You're not gonna predict anything in this season.
I love that.
You're not.
I love that.
You're really not. Like,
I love a web series that I can't predict. 'Cause a lot of
Yeah.
times I'm like, oh, that's
Exactly,
happening.
yeah.
This happening. I'll say this
Exactly.
happening. That's a series.
Like, I like
even when
that.
you
I
think
like that.
you're
I
gonna
love
know,
it.
You're like, I know, and then in the middle, you're gonna question it, and then it's gonna all come back, and it's gonna be a big thing. I'm telling
Like
you.
when I tell you, like writing the script
She's
was
so
like,
excited.
I'm so excited because like I was this excited writing it, like, and it'd be so much stuff that I literally had to stop writing to come back to finish it later on. Like, because I'm like, bro, it's just
she
so
text
much.
us randomly.
Right.
Go.
Y'all, I'm writing this script. It is so good.
I'm going in.
Like it was juicy.
But that's good. That
It
means
is
you're passionate
so
about it.
juicy. It's so
The
passionate.
energy and love that you put
And
into it is going to reflect inside.
I know.
the shooting.
As I said, that I don't want them to say too much stuff to put out, but I'll speak on not behalf, but just to say more about Teresa's character. Like you're gonna understand because you didn't really see how it was for her in the house,
Right.
and so you don't see necessarily how close or how she feels about her mom's relationship, how she felt about when Trey's dad came into it, and if she found
Right.
out about if that's her dad or not. Like you don't know any of that in season 1. You don't see how that's affecting
So
her,
you'll learn more
and you're
of her.
definitely gonna see how that affects her in season 2.
That's
So,
important because the
that's
way his
important.
dad popped up in this, I said, is she serious?
Yeah.
Is this how we just introduce lost parents? This your father.
And-
like, look.
And believe it or not, with one character, I'm able to relate that one character with straight women, bi-curious women, bisexual women, and lesbian women.
But see, you know what? That's
With
because,
one character.
But you can do. What people fail to realize is who somebody sleeps with or who they love is not the biggest and most important part of them. We all human.
Right.
Universally, if something that might hurt me might hurt you, might
Right.
hurt you, might hurt you, might hurt you. So I think that's the link, and it's good that you can find that commonality.
Yeah.
I think
So,
that's
I'm
extremely
excited.
important.
Yeah.
Extremely important. So when is this show coming out? When are we debuting all of this?
So that's a good question. Don't have an answer for it. I'm
Okay.
not even gonna say I'm gonna put an answer out because I don't like rushing stuff.
No,
so
don't rush
to me, like the only thing that I rush, and I
September,
wouldn't even say
summer,
rush.
spring.
No, don't put a date on it. Don't put a date on it.
Yes. You
No,
don't
no,
say
no,
that.
no. That was
September,
Sheree.
Because that's when people get themselves in trouble.
Right.
Because I know if I publicly say, hey, all right, it's going to be out in September, now I have to make sure that that's out on September.
Yeah.
Because I don't like saying something and then not
Because
have
then it make you look like you
Yeah,
like.
and then it makes me look less professional than I
Yeah.
actually am. So I don't really say anything.
We can
When I'm
appreciate
done,
that.
we're filming, we started filming, we literally did...
You know it's on its way.
Yeah, we're literally doing 30 scenes in less than 36 hours. Like, this is...
And y'all drove all the way down to Atlanta to do
Yeah.
that. So that's some
at 6 a.m.
seriousness.
So like we popping these things out. Like,
Okay.
but like you said, I casted so many other people. I went from having like 8 cast members to like 22. So like now I have so many other scenes. Like it's gonna take me longer to film this than
22.
it did for season 1. But I also made it mandatory, and we all on the same page as far as being on time, knowing these lines, so we can rip through it. So before it take us an hour to shoot one scene, we can get it done in 15 minutes.
Shout out
So,
for your professionalism
yeah.
and getting this thing done.
So with that, I'm like, when I'm done filming it, or at least close to being done, I'll be able to say, all right, this is gonna be out around this certain time. But I will. It seems like it'll be in the fall.
So what is this collab rumor that's going on with you guys and some of the other casts from other shows, Twisted and Choices?
So
Talk
it's
to me
not.
about that.
It's not like a what's the word when you
Crossover?
It's not a crossover show.
Okay.
Like we don't have scenes that are gonna be tied into the other show. But it's just more of a cross promotion. They're gonna come into the show and like, you know what I'm saying, promote their stuff. Me and Trey end up coming to Atlanta, which is why we're here to film the scenes of me and him coming here to audition for Twisted and to audition for Choices. And then in real life outside of Breathe, I'm actually getting casted a role in Choices, and he worked with Raheem on one of his shows.
Right.
So it's just cross promotion. I don't feel like me working with other series takes away from my series.
I agree.
I don't understand why we can't help each other grow, and that's kind of why we doing what we do.
Notice that you said help each other grow. I really want the web world to take notice of that. We definitely don't always have to fight and clash over resources that are plentiful.
Right.
And so I definitely understand that. That's really dope.
think
Although I will
Issa
just put
was
out there.
saying that we need to stop trying to network up and network to the side.
Yeah.
The ones that
Issa
are
Rae,
on
yeah.
both first.
Reach across the
Everyone
table,
is
that's
trying
what
to
they
get
call
up.
it.
So
Yeah.
let's help each other out.
I think that was one of the best series. That's how Issa Rae actually turned awkward black girl into Insecure. And she was saying that whenever she did something, the people she reached out to were her coworkers, her family, her friends, and so people that were right there with her. And look at what that all turned into for her. Even the series Giants, the same thing.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like we on the right path. Definitely. What are some series that you guys watch or like really into besides your own?
I like Lipstick.
Okay.
Do you?
That's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, do you? I think they're gonna know that too.
Lord.
What about you? You got a favorite one?
Right now, I haven't been watching too many series. I know there's some that's in the surrounding area of Charlotte. Was it 3Ls?
Yep.
And that one's up and coming.
Which
so
she's casted in that.
Look at you.
yeah.
Okay.
That one's
real,
hilarious.
Acting real.
I love that one. That one's geared towards, of course, the lesbians.
Okay.
So that one's coming up. So that one's good.
What about you, Trey?
I've just been working on Breathe right now.
Okay.
I haven't had time.
Trey's like, I don't know.
You asked me before and I said Breathe.
Right.
Well,
What about you? You watching any other
I
ones?
watch everybody's stuff.
You do?
I watch everybody's stuff.
Cool.
But I'm friends with all the people, like Choices. I'm friends with, the 3Ls. Like, those are my people. So, of course, I'm looking forward to watching their stuff. But just in general, I'll be watching everybody's stuff.
Okay. How can everybody follow each one of you on social media? Let's go around with that.
Well, mine is Curly Headed Chameleon on Instagram.
Okay.
It's spelled literally Curly Headed Chameleon. It's like, that's one of the others. That's one of the.
Curly Chameleon.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's the only social media I really have.
My social media is going to be, for Instagram, is going to be DBlackKen, the letter D, the color black, Ken, all together, no spaces. As far as Facebook, I mean, you can still contact me through DBlackKen, but it's kind of weird on there because, you have to write the first
Spaces.
name. Yeah, so it's like D space black space Ken. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's weird. But other than that, I'm really active on Instagram, so at DBlackKen.
All right. Trey?
And for me, the real Trey Love on all things social media, even Cash App. So, the real Trey Love.
My cash app is Curly Headed Chameleon too.
Yeah.
And my birthday is May 28th.
Hello.
Cash
Yeah.
App.
Freshie.
Yeah, everybody, you can find me at Freshie Official. But the easiest way to find any of us on social media, if I don't put at the below, I don't know, depends on how I feel like editing this video. But just go to Official Breeze Series and you can
Right.
find every single person
Yeah.
because I tag every single person and everything they're in. So, yeah.
I'm really proud of y'all. Like, I'm just gonna let y'all know that. I really like what y'all doing. I'm looking forward to season 2. I'm gonna be watching it like hell. And I'm actually I'm putting this out there. I'm coming to the premiere. I'm gonna be there.
Hold
I'm
him
gonna drive
accountable.
up.
Yeah.
Hold me accountable so you can
Because
like,
we
Mike
will
is
call
out
you
here a
out.
liar.
I will call you out.
I know
I will
you will.
definitely call you out.
Right.
Look, I already
pull
know the
receipts.
text. I already know the
Yes.
text. I'm be like, you told me you were coming.
Online. I'm like, look,
Yeah.
it's recorded right
Yeah.
here. Here goes
Roll
the clip.
the
Like,
tapes.
We
I'll
good
be
for
there.
audio girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Freshie fight for what she want. But like I said, real talk, I'm very proud of y'all. Next time y'all come to Atlanta, let's get something to eat. Let's party. Let's do some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely come through my show. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all on Currently Mikey with Rob. Lots more to talk about when the show comes out.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be coming to
Yeah,
Charlotte,
talk about
Yeah,
say hey to
yeah.
somebody. Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't know it was gonna be this hard though. Trying to like.
Try not to say it.
Yeah, because it's
And
so
that-
much.
so much.
It's
She's so excited.
Like,
All-
look,
everything
we
we-
all want to say different shit.
Yeah.
Like, they want to talk about
I
what their
get
stuff.
anxiety
I have
actually
my
thinking
own. Like,
about
I
it
have
all.
my own.
It's what y'all
thing.
situations
They
is.
got their own
That's
things.
just
We got our own
situations.
shit. Like, it's a lot. Like,
It's gonna be
we
lit.
all want to tell you stuff that we're all not thinking. Like, it's other stuff that we all just like, bro, I wish I could say this. Like, it's crazy.
So the
I'm
answers become generic. It's gonna
Yeah,
be good.
yeah.
I'm gonna just give it the black person pat when
Yeah,
you drop
yeah.
some exclusives, stuff like that. All right, but listen, y'all, you can follow me at Hey Mikey ATL. That's HeyMikeyATL on all platforms, and make sure you check my site at HeyMikeyATL.com for all stuff official Breathe. I'm gonna be like promoting that bad boy.
Hey.
This interview will be out shortly. Okay, make sure you subscribe on my YouTube channel and definitely on theirs. What's yours?
Fresh Productions.
Freshie Productions. All right, good looking out, y'all. We'll be back.